Hello, my dear students, and welcome back. I am so happy to see you all. I know your exams are just around the corner, and you're all studying so hard. So today, we're going to talk about a really simple but super important topic that's definitely going to help you. We are going to learn all about fair sharing, or as we call it in maths, fractions.
Okay, so let's start with a little story. Let's meet our friends Shabnam and Mukta. They're sharing a yummy paratha for lunch. But look at Mukta's face. She's a bit upset. She thinks Shabnam gave her a smaller piece. Has this ever happened to you? You know, when you share something with a friend or your brother or sister, and you feel like, hey, I got the smaller part. Yeah, it's not a very nice feeling, is it?
So, my dear students, here's the big question. How can we fix this problem? How can Shabnam and Mukta share their paratha so it's perfectly equal and both of them are happy? What would you do? Just think about it for a second.
Well, you don't have to wonder for too long, because you know what? Maths has a wonderful, almost magical solution for all our sharing problems. It helps us make sure everything is perfectly fair. So come on, let's dive in and solve this fair share problem together.
All right, the first magic word we're going to learn today is half. And it's so simple. When one whole thing, like one whole paratha or one whole pizza, is shared equally between two people, each person's share is called a half. Now, the most important word to remember here is equally. Both pieces have to be the exact same size. And just look at how easy it is to make a half. See, Shabnam has found the secret. She just folds the paratha exactly in the middle, making sure the edges match up perfectly. Then she cuts it right along that fold. And there we have it, two perfect equal halves. See? Now nobody can complain.
Okay, so here's something really important. What happens if you put those two halves back together? Yep, you get one complete whole paratha again. It's that simple, right? Two halves will always make one whole. Don't forget this, it's a key point.
And you know, the magic of half works on pretty much everything, not just parathas. You can share half a pizza with your brother, you can share half an apple with your best friend, or maybe even half of a big chocolate bar with your mom. As long as the two parts are equal, they are halves.
Excellent. You are all now experts in what a half is. But, sharing between two people's kind of easy. What happens if more friends join the party?
Uh-oh, look at this. Two more friends just showed up. So now there are 4 friends, and they all want to share just one single chocolate bar. Can we still use the word half? No, probably not, because half is only for sharing between two people. So, what do we do now?
Don't worry. Once again, maths has another magic word to help us solve this. When we need to share something equally among 4 people, we use the magic of quarters.
And a quarter is just as simple as a half, I promise. When one whole thing is shared equally among 4 people, each person's share is called a quarter. And again, what's that key word? Yes, it's equally. All 4 pieces must be the exact same size.
Look here. To share a yummy cheeky or a chocolate bar fairly among 4 friends, we just have to carefully cut it into 4 equal pieces. Each of those pieces is 1/4 of the whole thing. See? Easy peasy.
Now let's see how these quarters come together. So, pay close attention to this. One piece, that's 1/4. Now, when we put 2 of these quarters together, what do we get? Look closely. It's a half. So 2 quarters actually make 1 half. Pretty cool, huh? Add one more piece, and now we have 3 quarters. And finally, when all 4 quarters are together, they make one complete whole. Brilliant!
Okay, you've learned the concept so well. I'm so proud of you. Now it's time to put our brains to the test. Let's enter the puzzle zone. These are just like the questions you'll get in your exam. So let's solve them together and get ready to score full marks.
All right, here's your first puzzle. Look at these shapes on your screen very carefully. Which of them show exactly half shaded in? Now remember the rule. The shaded part and the unshaded part must be equal. Come on, you can do this.
And the answer is the pizza and the apple. Did you get it right? I bet you did. Well done. A big thumbs up from me to all of you who got the correct answer. You are all super smart.
Let's try one that's just a little bit trickier. Are you ready? Okay, look at the shapes now. Which of these shows 3 quarters colored in? Remember what that means. A shape is divided into 4 equal parts, and 3 of them are colored. Think hard.
And the correct answer is these 2 shapes right here. Fantastic work. If you got this one correct, go on, give yourself a little pat on the back. That was a tricky one, and you're all doing such a great job. You see, learning fractions isn't just about getting good marks in your exam. It's about fairness, it's about sharing, and it's about understanding the world around you. Fractions are your real-life superpower. So, let's do a quick recap of everything we learned. A half is one of 2 equal parts. A quarter is one of 4 equal parts. Remember, 2 halves make a whole, and 4 quarters also make a whole. And what's the most important lesson of all? Fractions help us to share things fairly with everyone. You all have done so wonderfully today, you're practically masters of halves and quarters. But I have one last little question for my clever students. What if you have to share a cake, but there are 3 of you? Not 2, not 4, but 3. What do you think we would call those 3 equal pieces? Think about that. We'll find out the answer together in our next session. Until then, keep practicing and always, always stay curious. Bye-bye.